fixating on things, always resisting, never being able to just like accept things, always living in regret. It's just not a good feeling. Like I don't want to go through my life with this weight on my back or this chaos in my head. Hey guys, so today I wanted to talk a little bit about accepting things as they come. I feel like a lot of us have trouble doing this. We get very stuck on things that either happen to us or just happen in life. I think a lot of times our head lives in the past and we forget about the present moment. This also causes anxiety for the future, right? Your mind is running through these thoughts like, why didn't things go how I wanted them to go? The more that you resist it, the more that you're prolonging that experience that you so desperately wish were different. That's a choice that you get to make. We kind of condition ourselves and teach ourselves to overthink things and overanalyze, over-rationalize every decision that we make, everything that's happened to us. And that's how we end up fixating on them. So the same way we learn and condition ourselves to do that, we also have to learn and condition ourselves to accept things and let them go. Let's say whatever you're stuck on or having trouble accepting is a direct result of a decision that you made, and now you're dealing with the consequences. You basically have two choices from there. You can either put yourself through more anguish, or you can choose to learn from that experience and avoid it in the future. You can either be extremely frustrated and cause yourself mental and even physical distress, or learn to be patient with yourself and the world. Every time you catch yourself thinking or fixating on something for too long, it's something really small, like you ordered the wrong thing at a restaurant, which is something that I used to get hung up on. You should not be thinking about it for more than like 5 minutes. If you let that one decision affect your entire, like, let's say meal or night or day, whatever it is, you're prolonging it. Honestly, my mom used to always say like, okay, if you don't like it, just don't order it next time, you know? And like, it's really that simple. The core of accepting things is just living in the present. Like, what is happening around you now? How can you integrate what's happened to you in the past into the now? Even for more major events that might happen, like losing someone in your life or a major trauma, defining yourself by this like horrible thing that's happened to you, that's not who you are. You are someone that had an experience. You are not the experience itself. Don't let these things swallow you. I think for situations like these, you need to really make sure that you're not ignoring the feelings that come with it, the grief, the disappointment, the anger, the sadness. Really sit with it and invite those feelings in. Part of accepting what is also accepting the emotions that come with it. The resistance comes in to kind of push away those negative feelings and those uncomfortable feelings. If you resist those feelings, they're just going to become pent up and they're going to manifest in very unhealthy ways. A lot of people become avoidant. That's when they start drinking, smoking, or whatever it is that they use as like a coping mechanism. Sometimes people actually become delusional because they're trying to convince themselves of a different reality to escape a reality that they're faced with. That is a very extreme and dangerous form of resistance that can manifest if you don't really take the time to sit with those like negative feelings and to sit with whatever experiences have happened to you. Let's say you and someone else are in a talking stage and they stop showing interest in you. And then instead of taking those signs as, okay, like this person is not interested in me, let's say you're so interested in them or you want a relationship so bad or whatever the case is, you can't seem to accept that they're not interested in you. So instead, you're looking for signs that they are still interested in you. You're trying to convince yourself that they are interested in you and that you see a future with this person. This is a very dangerous mind game that you're playing on yourself, because in that situation, those emotions that you're putting off, that you're running away from and resisting, like they're gonna come anyway, and they're gonna hit you even harder than they did before, because you're trying to come up with all these excuses and see a different reality than the one that is in front of you. If you are just able to accept like, okay, this person is not interested in me, accept those feelings of disappointment, accept those feelings of sadness or of feeling unwanted even. Sit with those feelings move forward from it and let it go. Because if you keep clinging on to that situation, convincing yourself that they're into you, you might even be missing out on other people that would be a better match for you. Being present is important. Being grateful is important. Like sometimes you think that a horrible thing has happened to you, or you think that things don't go your way and you have nothing to live for, or like everything is just going wrong for you and you can't think of anything that is going right for you. And like that's not the case. That's catastrophizing. One bad thing doesn't mean that everything is ruined in your life. Don't let your mind go down that rabbit hole of, well, this went wrong, like, oh, nothing good ever happens. That's when bad stuff really starts to happen. Like, there's always something that you can find to be grateful for. So just try to remind yourself of those things when things start going wrong, and it'll quickly ground you in what's actually important. Like, when your mind starts to take off, it'll bring you back down to earth. Also, I think a large part of not resisting is trusting. Trust yourself, trust the universe, trust God, trust that these moments happen for a reason. I think this inability to accept things partially lives in that space in our head where we think that things should have or could have gone differently. That fear of missing out. You think that there was a better outcome, or you think that the outcome that you got wasn't what was supposed to have happened, that you missed out on something. Most of the time, this is an illusion. Like, it's literally in your head. Whatever happens in life is the result of so many different possibilities, decisions from the people around you, events in your environment that you can't control. We're all individual people, right? So the possibility for that individual person, like 1 in a gajillion chances that you specifically were born and brought into this world. And it happened because God and the universe willed it, just as God wills everything that happens in life. And that's just life. Like, every moment is the result of a culmination of events, decisions, environmental factors, so many different things. And a lot of those, like, you can't control. Honestly, none of it really matters in the end, right? Like, it's all a matrix. We all come and go the same way. It definitely takes some like practice, some work. Like, I definitely think that I still get tripped up sometimes. Being more conscious of it, noticing myself when I'm doing it, and then regulating myself before I go down that rabbit hole, I think it's gotten a lot better. I'm not perfect, but I wanted to share with you guys, I guess, how I've been able to incorporate acceptance in my life and being more present in my life and just allowing things to flow. Because when you do that, that's when life really starts to just flow through you, and you're allowing good things to happen. You're seeing the opportunity in things. When you're constantly in this state of resistance, it's almost as if you're just pushing everything away that is meant to flow into your life. Allow things to happen as they happen and stop causing yourself more anguish by fixating on things. I'm really happy that I got to speak to you guys today. I hope you guys found this video valuable. I'm still new to YouTube, so I would really appreciate if you guys could like, comment, subscribe, and I'm grateful for every single one of you. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.